today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's a special New Year's Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
On 1st and 10, Harrison. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, you know, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He hits blue. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Stewart. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Delayed handoff, this is Stewart. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. Look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. gets down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same.
Before he's brought down.
Great. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have...
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Got his man complete over the middle.
Especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. It's the fullback. His 11th touchdown on him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the...
Really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Stewart. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now Stewart on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10. They give to Stewart out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Harrison. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stewart. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd down now, it's Stewart. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the shotgun, it's Stewart. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On second down, they run with Stewart. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down, Harrison. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Looking deep downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing on first down. Harrison. That's complete over the middle to Stewart. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down. Harrison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And his kick is indeed good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Harrison. And he will find his man on the outside. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On is the punt team now, as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 7. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us, as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Mackey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From midfield now, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Now this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
They'll run on first down. Mackey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll roll him out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. On first down, Harrison. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. On second down, it's Stewart, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They keep it on the ground, again to Stewart. Room to run past midfield. There he goes, left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
On the run, it's Robinson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Harrison. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's got his man on the out route. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stewart. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd down. The handoff comes to Stewart. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. back to throw. Harrison. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Mackey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mackey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 16. On 3rd down. Mackey, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
On 1st and 10, Harrison. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down, Harrison. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Harrison. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. That catch good for only a couple. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Dolphins, they solidify.